Now, the husband of Nazanin Zaghari Ratcliffe, who's been held in Iran since 2016 after being accused of spying, is on the 19th day of his hunger strike.
Richard Ratcliffe is hoping the British government will push for his wife's release when diplomats meet Iranian officials later today. Tim Muffet has a recap of the story so far.
In 2016, Nazanin Zaghari Ratcliffe was about to board a plane with her one-year-old daughter when she was stopped and arrested at the airport. She'd been visiting family in Iran, but authorities there accused her of plotting to overthrow the government. She has always denied the allegations, but was sentenced to 5 years in prison. 2 years ago, under then Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt, she was given diplomatic protection, making her case a formal legal dispute between the UK and Iran. Last year, during the pandemic, she was allowed to stay with her parents in Iran, but her movements were severely restricted. Her sentence ended in March, but just 1 month later, she was given an additional 1-year jail term, accused of spreading propaganda. She lost an appeal last month and could be sent back to jail at any time. It's now been 2 years since she's seen her daughter, Gabriella. Her husband, Richard, has devoted himself to securing her freedom. In 2019, he joined Nazanin on a 15-day hunger strike. Now he's doing it again, and this time he's already on day 19.
Well, our correspondent Tim Muffet is with Richard outside the Foreign Office this morning. Tim.
Yes, good morning to you, and well, Richard, it's very nice to speak to you. First question, the 19th day of your hunger strike, how are you?
Yeah, still feeling okay, definitely weaker, not much off my feet, mostly sitting down, but the weather's a bit milder, so not feeling the cold so much. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely in the last few days at this point. Body is getting quite creaky, but still going on.
Now, today, delegates from the Iranian government will be meeting British government officials. What realistically are you hoping for?
Well, I guess I'm hoping for substantive movement on 2 points. One, we're hoping to hear what's happened on the debt, which is why Nazanin is being held, and have the British government reached an agreement with the Iranians.
Just to clarify then, that is money which is owed to Iran because of a tank deal in the 1970s.
That's right. It's a long-running debt, long-running dispute that predates us by a long way. That's why Nazanin was picked up. She was told bluntly by her interrogators that that's why she's being held. And the Prime Minister promised to pay it way back when he was Foreign Secretary. And the second thing is probably just to hear that, you know, the government is trying to bring the British citizens home. They're not trying to link us to the Americans, and that there's just a simple process to get us home soon.
You've spoken about the many false storms you've been through in this really arduous process. Are you realistically hopeful that there could be good news today?
I mean, I'm cautious. You're right, we've had so many ups and downs. You know, the reason we're camping here is because we were on the precipice of another down. Nazanin was given a new sentence, and any day could be back in prison. So I'm not hopeful. But yeah, it's definitely good news that the Iranian Deputy Foreign Minister's here. He's the lead negotiator from Iran. Definitely good news he's meeting Minister Cleverly. And let's hope that there is a breakthrough.
Now, have you spoken to your wife recently, and how is she?
Yeah, I spoke to her yesterday evening. I mean, nervous. Worried probably as much now about her husband and his hunger strike as she is about prison. You know, clearly she can follow on social media all of the care and support she's had from around the country. So, you know, deeply appreciative of all that care and strengthened by it. But yeah, of course, these are worrying times.
You mentioned the support. I mean, a lot of people have been coming up to you, haven't they, in the last week or so here. How important has that support been for you?
Oh, hugely. Hugely. The number of lovely people I've met who've come. I mean, one lady came on the eve of her wedding, said, I just want to come down just to let you know we're thinking of you. We've had people come and pray with us. We've had, you know, the High and Mighty from the House of Lords and lots of MPs, but also, yeah, just lots of lovely people from all walks of life. You know, that level of support and care, and just knowing you're not alone, you know, the power of human kindness is just amazing.
Now, this isn't your first hunger strike, is it? You went for 15 days without food 2 years ago. I can't begin to imagine how hard it is. I mean, is this a tougher process you've been going through this time?
Yeah, this is definitely a tougher process, partly because the weather is much colder. You feel the cold more when you hunger strike. And yeah, I don't think I'm planning on being a serial hunger striker. This is definitely the last one I'm doing, I think. But hopefully it's getting the message through.
What What's your message to the British government officials today who will be speaking to the Iranian delegates?
Yeah, I just think they need to be really clear. It's really simple at this point what the issues are in Nazanin's case. I'd like them to be very straight and frank with the Iranian authorities and get a breakthrough.
Okay, well, Richard, thanks ever so much indeed for talking to us today, and the very best of luck, and let's hope there is some good news. Thanks ever so much indeed. So, message there from Richard, very clear to the British government. He wants there to be specific clarity as to what it is he wants them to say, and there is hope that there will be good news, but as Richard mentioned, there have been many false dawns before, so a sense of realism here for sure.
Tim, thank you very much.